Good day viewers, you are welcome. Have you seen a question like this? And if you've seen it, have you solved it before? If no, you can just pause this video, think on how we can solve this, and drop the answer in the comment box. So I'm going to be showing you the general way of solving this, and you can try to play around a kind of problem like this, and let's get into solving it. If I consider the solution, we have f of 9x minus f of 4x equals x squared. Consider a form. Let's say we have f of ax minus f of bx equals let's say cx squared, for instance, and we want to derive the general form. Suppose I assume that if I have f of x equals kx squared, let's say kx raised to the power of n plus c. So k is a constant and c is also a constant, and particularly is a member of real number. So n can take anything here. It can be positive, it can be negative, and also, so since we have ax, if I try to plug in ax and bx, we have f of ax equals k into bracket of ax raised to the power n plus c. So which this gives us k a raised to the power n x raised to the power n plus c. And again, if I plug in f of bx, so this equals k into bracket of bx raised to the power n plus c. So with this we have kb raised to the power n x raised to the power n plus c. If I subtract this from each other, we are going to have k a raised to the power n x raised to the power n plus c minus open bracket kb raised to the power n x raised to the power n plus c equals cx raised to the power of n. By opening this parenthesis, we have k a raised to the power n x raised to the power n plus c minus kb raised to the power n x raised to the power n minus c equals cx raised to the power n. Looking at this, plus c minus c cancelled, and we are going to have k a raised to the power n x raised to the power n minus kb raised to the power n x raised to the power n equals cx raised to the power of n. Something is common here, which is kx raised to the power n. So by taking out kx raised to the power n, we have this as a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power n equals cx raised to the power n. Then if x raised to the power n cancel x raised to the power n, suppose they are not equal to 0, then we have k into bracket of a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power n equals c. We have to divide both sides by we make k the subject of the formula and divide by a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power n. So by dividing both sides by this, we have k equals c over a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power of n. So this provided that a raised to the power n is not equals b raised to the power of n, so that we not have an undefined expression. So therefore, in a general form, we are going to have f of x equals c divided by a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power of n multiplied by x raised to the power of n. So if you like, we can put plus constant. So note that this c here is a member of real number. So let's consider this as the general method for this kind of functional equation. And how can we verify this? So this is very simple. But before that, let's say we try to test for some unique point. So let's try to test for the uniqueness of this. Suppose I let h equals f minus g. Then this is for any two different solutions. So these are two different functions, function f and function g. Then if I try to have this as h of ax, let's say equals h of bx. So if h of ax equals h of bx, and suppose I replace x with, let's say we have b over ax, and I'm going to do this repeatedly. So by repeating this, we're going to have h of ax equals h of bx. So this also equals h of b squared divided by ax, and we are going to have this how it continues to h of b raised to the power n over ax. So that's how it continues. But looking at this, we see that for every b over a, so this is less than 1. And if this one is less than 1, therefore the argument becomes 0. And if the argument becomes 0, it shows that h becomes constant. So this is how to test for the uniqueness. But how can we apply this in the question that we have? So since we have f of 9x minus f of 4x, this equals x squared. And we have gotten a particular formula before that we have a raised to the power n minus b raised to the power n. So if a equals to 9, we are going to have b equals 4 and we have n equals 2. Let's try to substitute. Then substituting this, we have f of x equals, so we are going to have c divided by, we have this as a raised to the power n, that is 9 raised to the power 2 minus 4 raised to the power 2, multiplied by s raised to the power 2 plus constant. Then we have this as f of x equals, so we have c divided by 9 raised to the power 2 minus 4 raised to the power 2. So this is giving us 54. 9 squared, that is 81 minus 16. So by trying to subtract this from each other, so this is 4, this is 6. We have this as 64, then x raised to the power 2 plus constant. You can actually leave an answer like this, and if you prefer, we can have it as f of x equals simply x squared divided by 64. So this is how to play around this problem, and we can still have some special cases. So we can try that in the next video. See you in the next class. Never stop learning. Bye bye.